Hi everybody, welcome back to Shell Star Stitches. Thanks for joining me, and hopefully you may have just come from the last video. This is just to show you my work in progress on my current project. So for those of you who've seen it over the last few weeks, because I am a serial finisher, as much as I am tempted to try and start something new, I try and resist, especially with a big project, because you know you're never going to go back to it if you don't carry on with it. When I've done bigger projects before, they've been sort of crochet along, so it's been part of the pattern each week. So if I had some time in between, I might try and do something, but this is not a crochet along, this is just me, so trying to get this done. So yeah, this is, for those of you who haven't seen my other videos before, I am doing the Marauders Map from Harry Potter. So I found a pattern from Cuddle Creations. So it's a graph pattern, intarsia, mosaic crochet, however you want to term it. So you get the graph and you colour change whenever a square changes colour, basically. 225 rows long. You can see the smile. 180 stitches wide. And that's 40,500 stitches, in case anybody wanted to know. I worked that out and wish I hadn't. So I have been trying to set myself a goal of 5 rows every sitting, so not necessarily every day. Some days I let myself off because if I'm not up to it and my brain's not in gear, it's not even worth trying to attempt it, because I'll just go wrong, and because of the nature of it, if you go wrong, it's going to set the whole thing off and it'll all be out. So some nights I've done 5, some nights I've done 10, some nights I've done nothing. But progress, this is what you're all dying for. Stop waffling, Michelle, and get on with it. Right, here you go. I haven't finished, but this is where I don't even think I can fit it all in. Hang on. Let me hide me. I don't know if you can see all that. Can you see? Oh, at the bottom maybe. There we go. And then I'll pop my head out the top. Hello. So we've got words. We've got full words. Marauders Map, and we've got the castle. You don't need to see me, right? Yeah, so we have done, hang on, I've got 60 rows left, so 165 rows I've done out of the 225 now. So I have 60 rows left. 60 rows. So technically at 5 rows a day, that's 12 sittings. But I did 10 last night and 10 the night before. So this is what I am going to be doing after these videos. I'm going to be sitting here and getting through some more of this, see how far I can get. But I would like to hope that by this time next week, when I speak to you, when I video for you, it will be finished. I hope. If I can do 10 rows tonight, that leaves me 50 rows, 10 days worth. But if I can try and do 10 a couple of other nights, we shall see. Maybe I might try and postpone postpone the video until next Sunday, so that I can hopefully be finished to show you. But yes, so that is where we've got to. So it's Stylecraft Aran in cream and burgundy for the colours, as you can see. At the moment, I think I have one ball of the burgundy left and 2 balls of the cream. These are where I'm at the moment. So I think I ordered 8 cream and 5 burgundy for this pattern. So I think I'm doing all right in terms of colour. I shouldn't run out. I should have sort of worked that out, hopefully correctly, for the 60 rows, because I would have to say the cream comes in more to play and we lose more of the burgundy the further up we go. We have got more lettering to do above this. We've got Messrs Moody Wormtail Padfoot and Prongs sort of bit at the top to go on. So I've got to try and make sure I get that right. Otherwise it's going to look really wrong, because obviously you can see from this wording, if I'd have gone slightly wrong, it wouldn't have read right. It would have been gobbledygook. So that's where we're at. Send help. Yes, it's been a struggle at times. I have had to frog this week particularly. I've had to frog a few times, done a whole row and then gone back and then realised stitches aren't in the right place. So I've had to frog. Did have to frog last night, sort of a row and a half, or yeah, a row and a bit. But yeah, it is, I am enjoying it, don't get me wrong, I am, but it is complicated. You do have to really sit and concentrate when you're doing it, hence why I've only kind of targeted myself 5 rows of sitting, because if I can achieve that, I'll be happy, you know, in a sitting, because there's so much involved in it, and probably takes me a good 20-30 minutes per row if there's a lot of colour changes in there, and keeping track of where I am in the pattern as well. My line keeper that I bought has been fantastic. It's not quite wide enough, sort of A3 size, so I do have to shift it. And obviously it keeps my line, but it doesn't tell me my place. And when you've got 2 stitches in one colour, then 1 stitch in that, then 2 in burgundy, 1 in cream, 3 in cream, you know, 3 in burgundy, it's trying to keep track of where you are is difficult. But it will be fantastic when I'm finished. I will be really proud of it when I get to the end and when I do the final stitch of the front. Because then, do you want to see the back? Look, I'll show you. I'm looking at all these ends going, yeah, I'm not sewing those in. I'm definitely going to be doing something over the back so you can't see all of this mess. See? A lot of the time I've tried to carry it as best I can because I just can't be doing with ends. But yeah, not sewing those in. Definitely not. It's going to be like, let's ruin a project at the end by having to sit and sew all the ends in and then hate it for doing so. No, we're just going to put something over the back. Not look at that. Right, that's the progress on that. I'll keep this nice and short for you. There's nothing more to show you on this front. I will update you next week when I'm hopeful it might actually be finished. Thanks for watching. I'll pop links in case you want to see the pattern. Make one yourself. If you do, let me know. It'd be brilliant to hear other people that are making it, and if you persevere as long as I have, the end is in sight. Hurrah! Have a good week, everyone, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.